So this is from Al Mayadeen English. Ismail Hania, that's how you say it. Ismail Hania assassinated. And who is Ismail Hania? So the Islamic Revolution Guard Corps in Iran and Hamas announced the martyrdom of Hamas political bureau chief Ismail Hania in an airstrike on his residence in Tehran. And this was today, this morning, overnight. They're a few hours ahead of us here in the States, so it's, in the afternoon over there now. But the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in Iran announced what we just said there. He was killed alongside one of his guards in Tehran, in Iran. Hamas confirmed the martyrdom of the leader, noting that the head of the political bureau was killed in a, quote, treacherous Zionist airstrike on his residence in Tehran. And of course, we'll talk about more of the Iranian attacks yesterday. Israeli attacks yesterday coming up. So another Hamas leader taken out. Hello. You can do that. There we go. And of course, Iran's supreme leader vows harsh punishment for Israel after the Hania killing. They said avenging his assassination is Tehran's duty, as Iran announces 3 days of mourning. So they'll do the 3 days of mourning, and then all hell breaks loose, apparently. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has promised harsh punishment for Israel in retaliation for the killing of Hamas's political leader, Hania, in Tehran. The criminal and terrorist Zionist regime martyred our dear guest in our house and made us bereaved. Khamenei said in a statement on Wednesday, adding that it also prepared the ground for a harsh punishment itself. Israel really poking a lot of bears here. They really can't afford a war with Hezbollah, and they damn sure can't afford a war with Iran. They said, we consider it our duty to avenge his blood in this bitter, difficult incident which happened in the territory of the Islamic Republic. Iran has announced 3 days of public mourning across the country for Hania. Funeral ceremony will be held on Thursday, after which his body will be transferred to Doha, Qatar, Hamas said in a statement on its Telegram channel. He'll be buried in the Qatari capital on Friday, the group announced. Which leads us into this right here. What happened yesterday, too, what we were also talking about, is from Dave DeCamp, hardest working man in independent media, although there's a lot of hard-working men and women in independent media. It seems like his name comes up a lot. And he also does his own video podcast on YouTube. So check out Dave DeCamp there and antiwar.com. Usually puts out about 30 minutes. He does like three of his stories talking about him. You can always use more news, especially news outlets, in this day and age of serious propaganda. So Israel bombs Beirut, claims it targeted a senior Hezbollah commander. So an Israeli airstrike targeted the southern suburbs of the Lebanese capital of Beirut yesterday, a step that could escalate the Israel-Hezbollah conflict into a full-blown war. And as we're seeing here with at least three of you think we're heading for an all-out. They're heading for an all-out war. You might as well say we, because we're going to be funding Israel's bombs. Israel said that it targeted a senior Hezbollah commander, Fouad Shakur. A Lebanese government official told CNN that Shakur survived the strike. And our buddy Fiorella Isabel, she was watching this story as well, and she confirmed that he was still alive, while Israel is claiming he was killed. And I was seeing a lot of pro-Israel accounts yesterday saying, oh yeah, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. And they were just parroting each other, just like they always do. Lebanon's health ministry is reporting that 3 civilians, including 2 children, were killed in the attack, and 74 others, maybe more, have been wounded. So this was as of 9:16 last night, our time here in America, Eastern. The Israeli military claims Shakur was responsible for the rocket that killed 12 Druze children In the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights on Saturday, Hezbollah denied responsibility for the killing of the children and has said they were hit by an Israeli air defense rocket. We were talking about that the other day. They had video from March of shooting rockets off in that same area, and they're all going because the Iron Dome is trash. After the strike, the U.S. expressed strong support for Israel against Hezbollah. Shocking, I know. Our commitment to Israel's security is ironclad and unwavering against all Iran-backed threats, including Lebanese Hezbollah, said National Security Council spokeswoman Adrienne Watson. According to Al Jazeera, Hezbollah has warned that if Israel launched a strike deep into Lebanese territory, it would mean all rules of war are off. Last time Israel bombed Beirut was on January 2nd, when the Israeli military launched a drone strike that targeted a senior Hamas official. Yeah, so Israel... And somebody mentioned this yesterday online. I can't remember who said it, but it's kind of a good point. It seems like these strikes are coming right after Bibi leaves the United States, getting, the blessing, Your Excellency, the kissing of the ring, and all that. And then once he's gone out of the United States, that's when they're feeling emboldened. But, Israel really needs to kind of double check to make sure who's really supporting who. Like, on the surface, of course, the United States is supporting Israel, providing it with its yearly genocide budget and weapons and all that stuff. But apparently Hezbollah got a heads up from the U.S. before these attacks occurred. So I think this is from Middle East Eye on the Webbers there. U.S. warns Hezbollah about big strikes in East and South, but no wider offensive. So back-channel promises could explain why U.S. officials had publicly shrugged off concerns about a war breaking out between Israel and Hezbollah, right? And that looks like some sort of, I don't know what that is. That's weird. I guess that's on top of the mountain or something. I don't know. That's wild. This is from Sean Matthews over there at Middle East Eye. The Biden administration has informed Hezbollah through Lebanese mediators that Israel plans to conduct big strikes in the east and south of Lebanon in retaliation for an attack in the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights, but will stop well short of a major offensive. A senior Arab official briefed on the matter told Middle East Eye that the warnings have been delivered to avert a full-fledged war with Lebanon, potentially so Hezbollah could move senior commanders out of the area. Interesting. Late on Tuesday, a large explosion ripped through a suburb south of Beirut. That's what we were talking about, considered a stronghold of Hezbollah. The Israeli military said the strike on Da'iya, I probably butchered the shit out of that name, targeted a senior Hezbollah commander. That's who we were talking about, who said that they thought they had killed him, but he'd actually survived. Those back-channel promises could explain why U.S. officials have publicly shrugged off concerns about a war breaking out between the Iran-backed group and Israel, calling them exaggerated. So, John Kirby, human potato head, based on the conversations that we've been having, we don't believe that this needs to result in an escalation of a broader war. There's no reason for that outcome to occur, White House spokesman John Kirby told reporters on Monday. Yeah, so I think if you want to read the tea leaves there, that's basically Kirby saying, yeah, we'll give you weapons to, destroy Gaza, but you want an all-out war. Because remember, they were running out of stuff to give to Ukraine in their proxy war over there.